You're not live.
Right now.
Oh my God, it's okay. Is it working there?
I don't know what's happening. It's freezing up.
Okay, no what? Let me use this laptop. Should I?
I use it. They are waiting. People are saying, yeah. Oh, they're saying that.
Is it? Let me try. Let me use this one. Don't worry. I should use this one, but
You want us to be looking away. No visual yet to Amara. Hey,
but then I'm like, wait, let me use this one. Wait.
Have you logged in? Guys, please be patient with us. We're trying to fix. I think we've got a bit of a glitch in terms of the internet, but we'll be back in a few minutes. Please just be patient. We will be on shortly. I think we've managed to solve the problem. Thank you everyone who has joined us already. Just let us know where you are joining us from on the chat as well. Yay, we finally got it fixed. Wow. Hello everyone, it's good to see you all.
Hello everyone. Wonderful to see everyone here. Please let us know where you are watching from. Please invite your friends. Let's have this conversation. It's Valentine's Day, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so let's just have the conversation. Let's talk about how we enjoy our Valentine's Day. And then how can we make it memorable? How can we create wonderful time with each other? So just tell us where you're joining in from.
Yes. So we'll activate the share button because someone is saying to us they cannot see the share button on Facebook. We're going to activate it right away.
I think for Facebook, I think those that are
right there, just please spread the word and let others know that we are live now. For some reason, I don't think the
I think for Facebook, because it's a group,
I don't know if the share button or maybe we didn't set it up properly.
It's a group. Yes. So you can share the YouTube link to your friends and let them join us. We are still waiting for more people to join so we can have this conversation. Let's actually talk about how we can create date nights for those who are married, and then for those who are still single, thinking about marriage. You need to also know how you can maximize your environment in case you're in a lockdown like we are. How do you create a date night for your spouse, with your spouse on a Valentine's Day like this?
Absolutely, absolutely. So sometimes I find it very difficult, especially for us right now. We are on a lockdown, so this is like my first Valentine on a lockdown.
How does it feel?
Well, it feels different. It's not like the usual kind of thing, but it feels different. But it's okay because I'm locked down with you, so it's fine. Yes, it's fine. It's just that we have to find new ways of, celebrating Valentine, because usually before now you find a lot of people, I think right here, everywhere is really quiet.
You can say, maybe we'll use the word celebrate love.
Yes, celebrating love. Love. Basically, yes.
Celebrate love.
Yes.
Yeah, celebrate our love.
Our love, yes. It's very important because sometimes we kind of get used to ourselves and then we don't want to do the special things that we're supposed to do to make sure that we keep our relationship going. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. So let's know where you're watching from. We can see some people are watching now.
So we've got Thelma. Thelma's watching all the way from Scotland. Wow. Hello, Thelma. Thanks for joining us. It's amazing to have you. And
how is Scotland? Is it quiet over there?
Is it cold? Is it, what's happening? Oh, Foundation for Family Affairs. Shout out to my buddies out there.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for joining us. So yeah, we're celebrating our love, of course. So this is like, we celebrated our love. Usually we should have done it together, but we're not. Yeah, I know you guys are watching live from the UK. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. Yes, and Thelma is saying it's really cold
and raining.
Oh, yeah. Oh. That's normal. Yeah, we're used to.
That's a bit boring.
Yes. So we have to find a way of spicing things up, basically.
Okay.
Wow, it's great to have you guys. Let's start by saying,
maybe we just give more people
a few minutes for people to join in. I think more people are joining, but we can actually start off and others can join the conversation as we go on. We plan to make this as interactive as possible because we found that a lot of people are, in different locations right now. I know in some countries they're not as locked down as we are locked down here in the UK. But having said that, it's different times, quite challenging for so many people. And again, having to think about how you can actually create romantic date night in a lockdown. I mean, it's difficult, it's challenging. But let's start by asking, what exactly is a date night?
Date night, you see the word date, you see the word night. So you can actually use a layman's way of explaining it to say date night is when you have a date with your
with the love of your life.
someone you love. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
You create
absolutely.
that special moment when you know, before we got married, I think for some other people who are married or those who are still planning to get married,
Yes,
we had a date.
yes,
Several dates.
several dates. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So when you have that date, what do? The purpose of the date is not necessarily to have a date in terms of going out. It is actually creating an opportunity where you would bond with each other, where you have in-depth or deep level communication.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So for you guys that are out there watching us right now, just tell us some of the things. I know we're going to talk about some of those things right now, but could you also share with us, how do you guys, do your date night? How do you organize your date night?
Maybe you ask them, do they even believe in date night? Do they do it?
Well, yeah, that's a good place to start, actually. That's a good place to start. So tell us, what are your views on date night? Do you think it's important? Does it add any spice to the relationship? Is it something that people just talk about for the sake of talking about it? Because
should it be exclusive for married couples, or do you think those who are in serious relationships should also engage in date night?
Absolutely. So just let us know your views. So we're waiting for you. Hopefully that the chat is a bit quiet now. I'm thinking you guys are just typing away. So before you guys get on to that, I say for us, we think that date night is important because the focus is on building and bonding, basically. So you're kind of building and consolidating your bond with each other. Because sometimes people get married. For us, we'll be married, like this year is going to be the 12th year of our marriage.
I can't wait to cross 12 in marriage.
12. It feels like yesterday. But some people kind of get used to the person, is it not my husband? Oh, is it not my wife? And they kind of like, you don't actually get intentional about what you do together in your relationship. And I think that this is very important. And date night actually affords you that opportunity to kind of rebuild or rekindle
your
that
affection
love.
For each other.
Exactly.
And the other point is that, life is a bit busy for a lot of people.
Yes.
You go to work, you have so many responsibilities. You have a lot of things that take your time.
Yes.
And if you're not intentional, if you're not conscious of it, you would discover that you've spent a whole year, you've spent a lot of time without having that exclusive moment with your spouse. So date night is important because it helps you to have that opportunity to interact, have the opportunity to talk about things and to share quality time together.
Yes, good. So tell us, we want to know your thoughts, actually. We want to know what you think about date nights and how you celebrate your date nights together. Because like we said, it helps to spark up the relationship, like affection. We actually have our intimacy coaches online, our romance makeover specialists. They're actually right here watching us in 3D. So the Foundation for Family Affairs, like this is your zone.
And they are saying something that I can see.
They're saying that date night is okay. It affords you the opportunity to rekindle your love. Yes, actually, they're trying to like reiterate what we said.
Okay.
Yeah, but we want to hear your views as well. Like, tell us what exactly is date night. Why is it so important? Why are people so bogged down about things like this?
So from okay, I think he said something strictly.
Yeah, Thelma said strictly for married people. You bond. You spend time alone. It also helps us not to take our spouse for granted. I think that's what it's about. Yes.
I also wanted to say that, for people in lockdown as it is, you're asking yourself, how can we do date night? Since we are all in the same house, you see each other all the time. You don't even go out for any events. Not to talk of going for a restaurant and all of this.
Absolutely. So how can you create that thing? Oh yeah, Foundation for Family Affairs. We love you guys right back. Yes, absolutely.
Love is in the air.
Yes.
Share it with your friends. If you like what we are doing, if you are enjoying the conversation, please invite your friends.
Yes, hit the like button, the subscribe button if you're new. Let's join this community and build things. Let's make things happen. Let's put the right information out there. There's a whole lot of information out there, but we want to put the right information on love and sex and on relationship, and we cannot do it alone. So we want you guys to partner with us.
Yeah, the truth is that people are celebrating Valentine, for instance, and some people have different concepts of love. different views of love. Like Tema said, it has to be exclusive. It has to be for those who are married.
Yes.
And we believe that the kind of date night we are talking about today is for those who are married. So the idea is to build your relationship, to make your love life or your marital life stronger and better.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Maximize the opportunity that Valentine's Day gives to you, which is to have that exclusive moment with your spouse.
Yes. And there are different ways you can actually create a fun time, entertainment in your family home together. So you can actually create time together. But one thing we want to say up front is that you have to be intentional. Like nothing in a relationship happens by default. A lot of people think that, oh, is it not my husband? I'm going to sort him out, like, don't worry. Or is it not my wife? She will understand. You have to be intentional. So you have to be intentional about you spending time together or creating memories together, documenting memories together. Because you know one thing, life moves very fast and people get so bogged down with little things here and there, doing so many things, which might be important. We don't say what you're doing is not important, but it's very important that you also spend time to create memories as you go along. Your children grow up quickly, and it's important that at every phase, every level, you're creating memories, and so it is with your spouse.
So I think date night is an opportunity, just to summarize what you've just said, it's an opportunity for you to create memories together, and to do that, you need to be intentional about it. I think Foundation for Family Affairs, they're saying that.
They're saying date night is a special moment when your undivided attention is on your spouse for the purpose of connecting with them and strengthening your intimacy. Absolutely.
Very true.
Connecting hearts, strengthening families. I think that's their slogan. Yes.
So for you to actually have a wonderful date night within your home, where you don't need to spend so much, where you don't need to take, it's good to take each other out.
Yes.
But for people who are in a condition where we are today,
yes,
in a lockdown, even without lockdown, you have to do that to make it memorable. Because if you when you think about date night, one thing that comes to mind is, oh, how much I'm going to spend.
Yes.
It's going to be expensive. Do I have is it in my budget? Do I have the money? Those ones are good.
Yeah.
But for you to have regular date nights, you have to find a way to make it economical.
Yes.
Which is what we are talking about.
And it's down to planning, basically.
You have to be intentional about it.
Yes.
Intentional in the sense that you have to plan it. Intentional in the sense that you have to look at the cost and look at how much you need for it.
Yes, yes. So I think it is important that you could plan it together in order, like you said, to minimize costs. But at the same time, date night could be spontaneous. It could be a surprise, like totally your spouse or she didn't see it coming. So it's not exclusively for women, because sometimes we talk about date night in our, from a culture where we come from, and they think that it's the woman's responsibility to plan this out.
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Especially when it has to do with the house.
No.
Oh, really?
The house one, yes. But most people don't even do date night at home.
Okay.
Most people go out when they're having date night. And most times it's the man that is expected to take the woman out.
Oh, yes, yes. Fair enough.
So that's always the case. And the man is looking at his budget. Do I have the money to do this lavish date night?
Yeah.
But like you're saying now, we are thinking about how can you
to make it more economical.
How
can you do it within without like cutting an arm and a leg, or it costing you an arm and a leg? You can actually have a good time in your space. And so you think about it. So that's what we want to focus on, because we are on a lockdown basically. So how can we have a date night that is not so expensive? I think Foundation for Family Affairs has just said something. I'm trying to read it out. He says date nights don't have to be expensive.
They don't have to be expensive.
They don't have to be expensive.
You know why people look at it and it's expensive to them is because when you focus on the activities of the date night, forgetting the focus of the date night
itself, you
lose the value.
That's true.
The purpose is for you to have quality time, exclusive time
with your spouse. Yes.
Yeah. I know that while we are courting, while we've gone to restaurants where you spend a lot just because you want to stay in that environment.
Absolutely.
To have that meeting.
That feel of
it good. So you can create it at home. That's what we're saying.
Yes. So what are the things that you need to actually create that atmosphere at home? What are the things that you can afford? First of all, you have to have a mental image of what you want to achieve, and
Mm.
think about how you want to achieve it. So there's a lot of planning here. What sort of date night do you want to have? What kind of scene do you want to set? Because that's also very important, and the tools that you need to set that scene. So
is it going to be in the evening, or is it going to be in the night proper?
Exactly. So it's very important to think about these things, because that will help you in trying to plan and strategize on having an effective date night.
Because if for instance, if you have children, you have to also consider when is it right to have that date night so that they don't disrupt your program.
Yes.
Or do you have people who can take care of them?
Yeah.
So you consider all those factors.
Yeah. Or maybe you want to put them to bed early.
So if you're putting them to bed early, then you can do night one.
Yes.
But if they are available and you're doing evening date night,
it's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. So you have to be very, 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 like, what's the word now? You have to be
innovative.
Innovative. That's the word.
Creative.
So you have to be creative. So you have to think about, what's the pros and cons of doing it whenever you want to do it. But it has to be effectively done. Remember that the whole essence is that both of you would have an exclusive time, and you have a good time together. So first of all, think about the scene. Is it going to be in the sitting room? Is it going to be in the bedroom? Is it going to be out there in the balcony? Probably not a good idea right now, because it's always raining where we are.
That's where we are.
Yes, where we are. But maybe where you are is sunshine and it's cool. So you need to think about what's going to be the location of this date night within the house or around the house.
Let's assume you want to do it in the sitting room. You should also think about how you're going to set up
the scene.
Women, you guys are good when it comes to setting up.
Some men are good as well. So you have to think about the aesthetics.
Yes.
It's very important that the eyes, it looks good. So there's a lot of cleaning to be done.
I trust you on that when it has to do with the aesthetics.
The colors have to be right. So you have to pick a color theme. So they're usually red. Yes. Some people can pick other colors, actually neutral colors. And again, you have to think about the sense of smell. That's also very important. So think about, maybe you can put some scented candles. That helps. And you think about music. The mood.
Yeah,
it's
you have
really
to
important.
You have to set the mood. So one of the things you can also,
I think Foundation for Family Affairs says you have to set the ambience.
The ambience is important.
That's the word.
In fact, it might need you to have not too bright.
Oh, I've got someone joining us now. Oh, that's my dear friend Rejoice. He said it's snowing heavily here. There's no way to go out. Absolutely. You see now? So you have to do a makeshift
date night. Convert your house to
your bedroom.
The place
anywhere. Exactly.
Make it what you want to see out there in case you wanted to go out.
Oh, shout out to you, Rejoice. It's been a while. Thank you for joining us today.
So let's assume now you've set this scene. Everything is ready. The environment is wonderful.
Yes.
What else do you do? This is where music comes in now.
Absolutely. So there has to be, the sound is very important. So think about the sound. And I think that you also need to plan your activities as well. So what sort of activities do you want to have on the date night? Now,
music is part of the activity.
Of course.
So
music,
how do you go about the music? I think one of the things you can do is to create a playlist.
A playlist,
Yeah. Look at the music, the kind of songs
your husband likes or your wife likes, or you mix it up.
Yes.
Yeah, you mix it up. Yeah.
And I think music is powerful. When you talk about love, you can't talk about love without music.
Yeah.
You can't talk about love without music. Someone is saying a simple jollof rice, popcorn, watch a movie can do without breaking the bank.
Absolutely. Thank you, Telma.
We will actually come to that.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point, though. Yes.
Yeah.
So again, it's important to listen, because sometimes you have these good things of life, but we don't take time to savor. We don't take time to enjoy it.
Because we're not intentional.
We're not intentional.
That's part of the reason.
You have to listen to the music. Some people even do things like karaoke, where they play the sound and then you sing along with the music.
Yes.
I mean, it could be a fun event. Or you can have a special dance, or learn. If your husband doesn't know how to, this is an opportunity to teach him how to dance.
We dance.
Like I teach you how to dance.
You teach me or I teach you?
No, we teach each other, but I teach you more. So I teach you.
Dance for Africa.
Yeah, not for Africa though. Maybe for Ubakala, where you're from.
What?
But not from.
When I want to dance.
Yes.
Go and watch my wedding video,
Anyways, we're not
you will see how I danced.
Yes, yes.
So let's leave that. Maybe,
let's leave that. Yes.
Do we do dancing?
No. Let's focus on what we're doing.
Okay,
so,
let's leave that.
Good music. I mean, what we're saying is that you guys can teach yourself some new skills, some dancing style, maybe something new that you just picked up from somewhere. You can actually teach that to your spouse.
And beyond that, music is very good. It's relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are stressed at work.
Absolutely.
You might need that opportunity to relax, have good music that will help you relax, your wife relax, so that your conversation will be richer and deeper.
Better. Yeah.
So it's not just about listening to music. You sing along, you dance as well.
Yes.
So that's going to help you to set the ambience, like foundation for family affairs. Set the ambience.
Yes, and it could create a very strong emotional bond between you and your husband or your wife, depending on what it is. And then the lyrics could be an opportunity for you to express your hearts to each other. There are fantastic, music songs out there with clean lyrics and that can express what you guys feel for each other.
I remember one of the songs is a Christian song, that I was asked to sing during Bachelor's Eve for you.
Oh, okay.
It's about you are the love of my life.
Oh yeah.
So
for
me,
I think it was like you're singing it for me. Now
I was singing it for you. You're the love of my. You are the love. Something like that. So for me, if that song plays, it reminds me of that day.
Yeah.
2 days before our wedding.
Yes.
So music is good because it creates memories.
And it's very simple because sometimes people kind of trivialize these things, especially people from our culture. They tend to see, why should I be dancing? Just stay in the house, play music, and start dancing with my husband. You don't see any sort of value in it. But I just want to say, what? This is 2021. Try out something different. Just try it out. Even if your husband might be like, please, I'm not into this. Just nudge him a bit or nudge the wife a bit, and just see what you guys can enjoy together.
It's even a good way to exercise,
Yes, could be. Yes.
Could be a good way to exercise. So the other thing you can do is to share candlelight dinner. I think Thelma said something about jollof rice.
Yes, it doesn't have to be expensive.
But what if you've eaten jollof rice over and over? You have to make it special.
They are simple. There are a lot of meals out there that you can try. Basically, there are things. I mean, guys, give us ideas what you do apart from Thelma. What sort of meal can you share together? I mean, some people might say, "Oh, it's night. I don't want to eat heavy." Okay, you could do like salads. I think salads. Or something very light. If you're weight watching, I'm sure there's some things you can get creative. There's so many things you can actually do to keep your the candlelight dinner special.
What I would say is that the music needs to be inviting. It needs to be tantalizing. It needs to be inviting. It needs to when you look at the setting and how it's being presented, you want to delve into it. What makes Christmas wonderful, which a lot of us
you mean the music or the meal? The dinner?
Meal.
Oh, okay. You said
the meal.
Music.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I meant to say
the meal. Yeah.
What makes Christmas interesting is that we look forward to
special meal,
Christmas turkey.
Yeah.
So when you do that, in someone's mind, you will always remember.
I could also add that you could go as far as setting your table in such a way that you would set it in the restaurant, where they have the white cloth and they have all the forks and the knife, all like laid out. You can do that. I mean, it doesn't cost so much because some of these things we already have it in the house anyways. Someone said a fruit salad and some wine would be great. I think someone wrote that. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, you also need to have a chat with your spouse, what you like, what you guys want to have. It's fantastic. Remember that the whole purpose of this is that both of you enjoy it. Okay, and again, you might even decide to cook the meal together. That could be an activity that
you do together.
Spice your love life up. You can decide, okay, you know what, we're going to do this cooking together. You take care of the main meal. I'll do the dessert, or I'll do the starter, or whatever it is. You can decide to do it, and it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be fancy, but you can make it fancy by the way you lay out the meal.
The other point I want to make is that if you don't have time, maybe time is of essence to you guys, and you don't want your spouse or both of you to be stressed out preparing the meal, you can order something special as well.
Could be. Yes,
you
could
can.
be. Yeah. At some point, you'll say, you know what, we're going to order the meal and then we're going to set it up and we're going to have a good date night because no, you don't want your wife to be stressed cooking or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, your takeout mustn't be so expensive. So if you don't want to go for the high end, you can go for the, you know, there are different types of takeouts and you just look at your budgets and then you plan accordingly. Okay, it's about creating a memorable experience that both of you would enjoy together.
And I also want to add, this is good.
Yeah,
this is important. You would like it. You have to dress for the occasion.
Yes, put on the heels. Like the dinner dress, like you're actually going to some fancy place. I mean, that would be good.
Yeah, because if you dress like you're at home with your pajamas,
it's boring now. Like,
really look like
you also need to dress on your tuxedo, like,
exactly,
with a bow tie, and you know, make it look special. Like, see, guys, try all this out. I'm sure you guys would.
It's gonna work
come
wonders.
back and tell us.
You can also take pictures.
Yes, on your date night, take like selfies and you know things like that. It would be great for memories, you know, to say, you know, this was the dinner or the date night we had on a lockdown. You know, something to show your children when they grow up, you know, and you know, teach them some values. Now, what else do we have?
I think the idea about it is to create that experience.
Yeah.
That even talking about it now, I can
visualize yes, how it's gonna be.
It's gonna be powerful.
Yeah.
And then if there are issues, you need to. The key thing is you have to communicate.
Yes.
Date night, you eat your meal, you dance, and everyone walks away. It's not date night. What is important is that you have to, in the course of doing it, talk.
Yes, talk.
Deep things.
Heart to heart.
Say good things about yourself.
Yeah.
You know how
reignite the way you used
how
to
men,
feel,
if you want to catch a woman, you plan your talk.
You say catch like as if we are like.
No, that's not why. If you want, what's that?
You say catch. You don't catch women.
If you want to connect to
exactly, that's the word. Yes.
You plan your thoughts. You plan the things you're gonna say with good vibes.
Yes.
And you share those romantic moments.
Absolutely.
Say all the good things you want to say.
Yes.
This is what the opportunity to say that.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
Because it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're talking, you're being distracted, your wife is not listening to you because there are so many things going on.
Yeah.
But in this case, because the atmosphere is ready.
Right. Yes.
You have set the ambience. Everything is ready. She's gonna listen.
Yes.
And it's gonna work wonders.
Absolutely. So I just want to say, guys, tell us what other ideas. I think we have others. I mean, there's so many things people do on their date night, but see, I want to say something. Don't cramp all your activities on one date night. You can actually spread it out. You know, today you might decide to do something different. Another time, you know. Another thing I wanted to add is the games.
Yeah, game.
You know, play fun games. I mean, sometimes they feel it's only children that play games, but I think that there are some fun games that, you know, adults can play. And for example, we have a fun game. We have this.
We have one here. I'm showing you.
Yes. So that's one fun game that we tend to use. And maybe if I could.
Maybe we can take a trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can show you one. For example, if I were to ask you a question
but that's
here.
Not how to do it.
No. I'll just no. I don't want to flip it. I just choose the question and I'll ask you the question.
No, you flip it. The suspense is important.
Okay, but you're not seeing the question.
I'm not seeing the question. You just pick one.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it. I've flipped it now.
Flip.
Exactly. So it's flipped now. So what could we do to ensure that our sex life in marriage remains active?
Oh no!
So I'm asking you the question.
I wasn't expecting that kind of question.
So it's exclusive for you.
I'm gonna ask you too. Okay, what could we do? What we are talking about is one of the things you can do to spike up your sex life.
Yeah, hello, hooray! I have to acknowledge her. She is another friend of mine from way back, watching from Abuja. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
So what we're having that me time, that's you time, is important to spike up your sex life, and you should. Another thing we can do is us now.
Yes,
right?
yes.
The other thing we can do is to be intentional about it.
Baby, this is textbook answer. I mean, like, give us real, like,
that's what
people are watching. They don't, all these things, they can read it from books and all. I'm asking you, what can we do? Is this what you tell me on a date night?
Okay.
We're playing the game and I'm saying, what could we do to ensure that our sex life in our marriage remains active? And you're saying we need to be intentional.
We
We're
have to
intentional.
plan it where
We're planning.
we can say it can be 3 times in a week, or 2 times, or once.
Mm-hmm.
And when you want it, let me know. Signal.
What signal? I've never heard that one.
Give me the signs.
The signs that
Yes,
you want. Okay,
yes.
that's fine. That's fair enough.
It's
Fair enough.
your turn.
But please don't choose any
Look at how
question
you
that
do it. You
is
flip
not.
it back so
Yes,
that I
yes.
don't know what to
Yeah,
ask
but
you.
try
You,
not to
you
give
tell
me.
me.
We are live actually, so I don't want our audience. It's very important that
give me one number from 5.
No, 2.
2, okay.
Yes.
1 and 2.
Yes.
I open it.
Yeah.
Name 2 things you are willing to make large financial sacrifice.
Oh, this is a very good question. Name 2 things I'm willing to make large financial sacrifices for. Oh my God, what else?
Me, what?
Than the love of my life. The one right here. See how he's laughing. Oh my God. This is number 1. Number 2 is my lovely son. So I think that was a good. No, it's enough. It's enough.
Okay, fine.
But this is an idea. We're just giving you ideas, guys. So this is something you could do on a date night. And there are lots of games out there. It mustn't be card. It could be anything.
Ludo.
It could be, I mean, any game that's you can just. It's just about you connecting, basically. So you can use that. Now, I think another thing you could do is.
I think Tema said it.
Yes.
Watch movies.
Movies with
together.
popcorn.
Family movies. The kind of movies that my wife like.
Yeah, I love family movies.
Those kind of movies. Love kind of music. Movies. I don't know why I'm saying music.
Yeah.
So those kind of movies, you can watch them together.
Yeah.
Create a cinema in your home. Just the 2 of you watching.
Absolutely.
Not like you're watching movies and your children are there watching with you.
Yeah. And sometimes when you're watching movies, try to talk, discuss the movie. It shouldn't be like we're just watching and nobody's saying anything. It's a good way to connect with each other.
Sometimes you can also be physical even as you're watching the movie.
Yeah, you could
hold each other.
Just be holding,
kiss if
hugging. Maybe the movie might end abruptly. Probably it's up to you guys. But that's something you
let's
can
leave
do.
it at that. You know, so it's very important. Like we've also talked about sharing affection. We don't have to overemphasize that.
No, but it's important because for people of our culture, it's a bit challenging to show affection. And you only show affection, some people, I'm not generalizing, but we only show affection when we want to, like make love or you want to go to the other room. You want to make love. So basically, affection should be something that should come naturally. You should build your affection, enjoy your, open up your heart and, do all the things that accompany showing affection.
However you want to go about your date night, the key thing is to do it with an open heart.
Absolutely.
Do it with a heart of love.
Yeah.
Don't do it with the intention of just doing date night. Do it because it's something you guys want to enjoy. Yeah,
absolutely. I think someone is just written again. It says movie ending abruptly really got me. Exactly.
Yeah.
The movie wasn't before. We can finish it the next day.
Yes.
We shouldn't.
Like you're talking from experience.
Yeah, it has ended abruptly a number of times, I must say. So. And it's usually good when it ends that way because it's not planned, that kind of the spontaneity of the whole event is fantastic because that's what, adds that spark to the whole romantic flair.
That's date night moving up and moving to different angles.
Exactly.
So let's even say that it's very wonderful to culminate your date night with the physical expression of your love.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So sex is important.
Sex is important. So finally, I think, is that the final one?
Yes.
It's important to enjoy your night with lovely sexual intercourse.
Lovely lovemaking.
Yes. It's important. It's important. And trust me, if you've actually gone from the first that we started off with, you might not end up at this point. You might end up like somewhere in the middle with this. Yes, exactly. So it's good.
No, it doesn't always has to end.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't always have to end. I mean, some people, yes, some people may not. But
because that's not the motive behind the date night.
Absolutely. Yes, that's not the motive. So we just shared a few tips. I don't know. You guys are watching us here. We're not like the experts in this, but we just felt, okay, this is Valentine's Day. let's share with, you know, our community what we think, you know, how they can actually create that spark in their relationship and create, you know, that romantic date night.
Wow, I think Joy Achumukos on Facebook is saying
awesome.
Awesome.
Yes, she said it's awesome.
Okay, it was Benny Imokoki who said
fruit salad
and some wine. Thank you, Benny Koki, for joining.
Thank you,
Joy
guys.
Achumugo.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's been a great time.
Yeah, but
to be honest.
before we leave, I don't know if anyone has anything to say,
add,
you have a question.
Maybe you want to say something, you want to chime in, just let us know on the chat. If you want to say something, if you can put it on the chat, and then I would just pop it up on the screen so others can see as well. But I must say that there are so many things that could be done, you know, to spark up your love life. Going forward, maybe we might do one and probably just share with our community to say, okay, this is how we laid out our date night, just to give you an idea of what we do. And you know, it's totally up to you guys to recreate the mood. I
would also say, maybe you're watching us for the first time, we have a YouTube channel. In case you're not watching on YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, please, we'd like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join our community. There are so many videos there you want to watch on different issues: finance, sex, marriage, relation. In fact, whatever topic around relationship you might think about, you would see them there. So if no one is asking any question or saying anything, maybe you will let's
I think we have to call it a day so that people can go and spend time
and put to work what we've just discussed.
Put to work what we've discussed.
It's not late, it's still, you still have more time.
Depending on where you are in the world anyways. But let us know your thoughts, let us know what you think about this. Would really love to hear from you guys. But it was great, you know, for you guys joining us today. We really thoroughly enjoyed this. Someone just joined in and saying, good one, friend. I think that's your friend, David. David is saying good one. So thanks, David. Thank you for joining
from Leicester, I think.
Yes, he's here in Leicester. So thank you so much for joining. And please do let us know if there's something else that you want us, because we actually did this based on special requests from you know, our community, basically. So we decided, okay, we're going to share this with people out there. So it's been great actually talking to you guys, and I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
I want to say
and we hope to do this some other time.
We hope to do this some other time again.
And it's been wonderful. Thank you.
I think we forgot to introduce ourselves in the beginning. Did we introduce ourselves actually? No, we didn't.
I don't think we did.
So for those who are joining us who don't know us, my name is Amara.
And my name is Gospel, and we run Relationship Builders Forum. So you can get in touch with us through our social media contacts. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube. In fact, we are everywhere.
We're not God, we're not everywhere. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. All right, have a wonderful day, and please let us share your Valentine experience with us. We want to hear your stories, guys.
In case you want to watch this, maybe you want to share with your friends.
It's on YouTube.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.